friends, welcome back to my channel. This week I am celebrating my 1-year anniversary on BookTube, and because of that I have a very special video today that I'm so excited about but also a bit scared about. Celebrating 1 year on BookTube means that I have 1 year worth of TBR videos where I talk about books that I've been meaning to read, and for this video I will be reacting to those TBRs that I've made and punish myself in the case where I have not read one of the books I've said that I should read. I never really had like a punishment system in my TBR videos, like my TBR game or whatever. This is it. This is where I will be summoning up all of those punishments I should have received throughout the year. This video is inspired by Emma from Drinking by My Shelf. She did one, I think last year in like November or December, where she made a drinking game out of her own TBR videos. I won't be drinking. Instead, my punishment will be bad book prompts. I have, I think, 14 different prompts with like bad book prompts, meaning prompts that I'm not that excited about or that are a bit more difficult or a bit more challenging. And these prompts I will fulfill during the month of August. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep a tally for each book that I have not read but that I said I would read, and for every 3 books that I have not read I will draw a prompt from this glass. So every 3 books that I have not read will represent 1 prompt, and that will be the prompt for August. Without any further ado, let's get to me reacting to my TBRs throughout the year and just keep a track of how I've done with my reading. Wish me luck! I will think that I've done quite well with my TBRs throughout the first half of the year, and then throughout the second half of the year I think it's gonna like become a bit more tricky. DNFs don't count, like I did give them a go. If I repeat a book multiple times throughout multiple TBRs, that will count as 1, because it's just 1 book I haven't read. If I'm discussing like possible books for readathon prompts, I know for example with the tropical readathon I mentioned multiple books. As long as I read one of the books for that prompt, one of the books I mentioned, that's fine. This is my channel. Let's just watch the cringe. I had a different intro. I was so excited about even having an intro. In this month we had the readathon, the bookathon, and also the reading rush, so I was trying to fit in 3 different readathons into this TBR. Read that one. I did read it one during the readathon as well, so good on me. I didn't read it during the readathon, but I read it afterwards, so I can still like, that one is completed. Read that one. I read that one. Nice. Yes, I read Such a Fun Age. I read like a third of that one. I think, is that 1 tally? Illuminate I read, but that was 1 tally for the Songbirds, the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. What do you mean throwing out some books? I have not read it yet. I have not read it yet. That's another tally. That was it. That was the July TBR. Here I'm talking about the reading rush. I just talked about the reading rush, so I won't count Illuminate and Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes or Life 3.0 because I already did mention them in my first TBR. I haven't read it one, or I started it. I read like 10%. I recently picked it for my June TBR that I'm still doing, and I haven't picked it up. So I don't think I'm gonna finish it within the next 2 days. So I think that's another tally. Shadow and Bone, I have read that one. I didn't read it for the reading rush, but I did read it later on. Okay, yeah, so that was the reading rush. Not too bad. Oh well, it's sort of bad, I guess. I have a tally of 3 now, so I need to pick a prompt. I'm not gonna decide on the books I read yet, because that's for the August TBR. I think I have one. Yes, I have one here. Okay. Not that you can see it, but yeah. Second chance author. So basically reading a author that I did not enjoy. Okay, that's the first. Next up, my Disney readathon TBR. This was in August, I think, and I'm hoping that I did a lot better with this one. I think I did alright. I remember that August was a great reading month. Strong male character. Ayo, did read Midnight Sun. I read it within 2 days. This book is 750 pages long, at least the UK edition, and I read it in 2 days. I DNF'd this one, so that's fine. I DNF'd this one at like 70%. I listened to the audiobooks, I didn't really get into it. Did read that one. Did read this one. Group book. I read that one. I think I'm 5 out of 5 for the Disney readathon. Next up we have my September TBR with the Bookathon, Brassathon and Mamma Mia-thon. I was ambitious. Read that one. I did listen to that one. I did well with the readathons back in the day. What happened? I read this one, Ready Crowded Sing, really loved it, highly recommend. I read like 50 pages and never finished it, and then it was picked for me again in like April or something. I once again read like 50-60 pages, didn't finish it. That one's going on the tally. I have not read it yet. That's another tally, that's another tally. So another one and we will have a new prompt. Did read that one too! Good on me! Should I have like a tally of like read and not read? Yeah, let's throw that in. I read that one. I don't think I read it for this readathon, but I did read it. I read that one, that's fine. I'm calling it done with the September TBR. Oh god, what is this face? And I finished it, so that's good. I read Ready Player One. I read that one too. Look at me, I did so well back in the day. Yeah, I didn't like this one at all. I DNF'd it at like 40%, so no tally for this one, but it was a DNF. Fuck. I did not read this one. I didn't have the time, I had to return it. And like, I had just watched the movie, so like, I wasn't that excited about reading the book. I was so excited about it though, why didn't I get to it? That's another tally. Okay, I have not read that one, but we're gonna see what the other options are. I have not read Life 3.0. Mindfulness, haven't read that one. This one I read. This one I read. This one I read. I'm good. I'm good. I read this one. Yes, I'm good. Did not read The Final Empire. Have not read it yet. I started it, I have not finished it. Oh, I will get the tally for this one later on, don't worry. Have not read that one either. Poppy War. I did start Poppy War. I'm safe. I did start Poppy War. I've already tallied this one. I DNF'd this one. I have read it now. It's on my July TBR, so I ain't gonna tally this one. And since I did read one of the books I borrowed from my friend, we good. I will get the punishments, don't y'all worry. I think we're done with October. I had a new tally. We're up at 6. That means another prompt. A classic. I typically don't read classics, that's why this is a prompt to get me to read a classic. This was my Join the Six TBR for November, where I pretended to be Cass, and I really loved this. I did read this one and I did not enjoy it, or it was alright, I gave it 3 stars. I did read this one. I DNF'd this one, it's gone. Doesn't count. We then have my December TBR. First time I did randomizing my TBR, which is quite cool. I did read A Little Life and I loved it, and it wrecked me, but I loved it. I did listen to this one. It was alright. Not too good, but I did listen to it. I did listen to On the Come Up. I did listen to Eleanor Oliphant Is Completely Fine. I believe my December TBR was like the biggest success of all time, because I literally did every single book on my TBR as I had planned. Revenge Cake, did read that one, no tallies for December TBR. And then we're moving on to my February TBR, because I did not have a TBR for January. I only had 34 books for my physical TBR. I'm at like 50 nowadays. I did read Daisy Jones and the Six, and I loved it. The Mermaid from Jeju, I did listen to this one. I did it, yeah. No tallies. And I did listen to The Glass Hotel. I did read Detour to Love. Okay, Qatar books, I read Love from A to C. Did I complete my February TBR too? What? I honestly think that it's now that things are gonna start going downhill, and I love the Tropical Readathon so much. I did not continue with the Harry Potter series, but I have another option, it sounds like. I read Shadow and Bone. I did read Shadow and Bone, I'm safe. Book Thief, it's sort of been mentioned twice. I did read another book for the War Zone, so still no tallies for Book Thief. I have not read Birthright. I did listen to Little Fires Everywhere instead. I have not listened. I have not read Birthright. Coming of Age. Did not read that one. Did not read that one. Did not read that one. I did read Wild Girls and I hated it. Dystopia. I did listen to Pets, Blast from the Past. I did listen to The World's Best Man. Which one? Oh no. Oh no. I still haven't read Gemini and I talk about it in basically every single video nowadays. That's another tally. We're up to 7. I did listen to All Systems Red. We're good with that one. I've already tallied this one. I keep bringing up the same like 4 or 5 books basically. Boarding School. I think I used Shadow and Bone for this one. Yeah. Enemies to Lovers. I did read These Violent Lights. Not a fan. Want to be Poe. I did listen to Clap When You Land. I did good this month. You couldn't tell. Nope. Nope. That's a tally then. Retelling. But I counted These Violent Lights for the previous one. I'm doing some quick counting. We're up to 9 in the tallies. I did read Kite Runner. Happy with that. Enjoyed it. Bookish Themes. I have not read Beach Read. I kind of DNF'd Wolf Hall, but then I picked up the other Einstein instead, so I'm not counting those because I did finish the other Einstein and I DNF'd Wolf Hall because I didn't want to listen to it as an audiobook because I was confused. That brings me to a tally of 10, and since we reached 9, I need to pick another punishment prompt. TBR Vet, so a TBR veteran, meaning a book that has been on my TBR for a very long time, probably the longest or one of the longest. 3 TBRs to go, I'm excited. The Iliad, but I have already tallied this one, so cheers to that at least. I did listen to Crave. I thought I would do much worse, if I'm gonna be honest, like much worse. I finished Hood Feminism 2 days ago. So I didn't finish it in April, but I have finished it by now. Won't tally this one. Midnight Train to Prague, I DNF'd this one. I tried listening to it and I DNF'd it. I did finish reading A Laundress. Why is this so boring? I thought this would be more exciting. My apologies. I'm too good at this. I thought I would have like 20 punishments. I thought that this jar wouldn't be enough. I'm almost done. I finished reading Gumio. We're safe with this mount. We're safe. This might be where it all gets weird. I have not yet read The Blade itself. I read like 2 chapters. So that's a tally, and we're up to 11. Why haven't I read The Blade itself yet? I'm so crazy excited about that one. I did listen to Becoming and I loved it. I got a prompt for Moldova and I tried reading The Power and I DNF'd it. Okay, and then we have the Desert-a-thon. And this is where it might honestly get a bit insane. Blade itself, as I said, I have not read that one. Power, DNF that one, we've covered these. And I did read The Song of Achilles, good on me. I have not read Jade City. I did listen to My Sister's Serial Killer, so I'm good for the green on the cover prompt. I did read Magic of Blood and Sea, Sword Fights. I don't think I figured out a sword fight prompt. That should be a punishment. I did not mention a book, but I'm gonna take the tally for that one. I did read A Man Called Ove. I did read Horrid. That was May TBR. We only have 1 left, which is really cool. But I did reach a tally of 13, which means I need to pick a prompt for number 12. I honestly thought I would need all of these. A non-fic. I typically don't read non-fics, but I've been reading more non-fics as of recently. But like, it's still not my favorite genre. Final one. Let's finish this freaking video. I did read Bear Town and I loved it. I loved it. So far, I've given every single Fredrik Backman book 5 stars. I did listen to Kim Young. Life of Pi for currently reading. I've already tallied this one. Metal Bones. I think I DNF'd this one. I gave it like a half-hearted try and I DNF'd it. I'm currently reading Muse of Nightmares and I will freaking finish it within this week. I'm not sure if I will finish it during the month of June, but I will finish it this week. So, yes, no tally for this one. Okay, and then the Whatever I Found TBR. Heartstopper, I did read Heartstopper. It was cute. I have not listened to A Torch Against the Night yet. I'm gonna need to tally that one. I did read Red, White and Royal Blue. I did listen to Black Flamingo. I think that's it. I honestly think that's it. I ended up at 14 for my tally. Just because I'm gonna round it up to 15 and pull a final prompt. And I had some good ones in here as well. Wow. I'm gonna have to use them for something else, I guess then. lowest rated. Well, we're ending this on a good note then. I might have to go on my Goodreads want to read list and pick the lowest rated book. Those are the punishments I got. We have second chance author, we have TBR vet, we have non-fic, we have lowest rated, and we have a classic. Those are prompts I'm gonna need to decide books for in August. I feel like I did so much better than I thought I would. I really expected that there would be more than 14 books that I had not read, but that's mainly because I guess I mentioned like Life of Pi like 4 times. The Iliad showed up 2 times. It's been so annoying to film. My leg is asleep. My head is a mess, I've been watching my face too much. That's it for my 1 year of TBRs, reacting to my TBR. I will try and do this for next year as well, I think, and I'll hopefully make it in a better way. Thank you so much for watching this video, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the support. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please stay tuned for my TBR in August, where I will find books that match these punishment prompts. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes